Watching the world outside and it just can't reach me now. A light high in the endless skies. I'm over the city lights and my feet won't touch the ground. And my feet won't touch the ground.
Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to another One-Off Wednesday. I am Joe, aka Phantom Meeple. As always, glad to see everybody here. Celebrating a milestone today. Hit 100 followers on my Twitch channel. So, very awesome that happened over the last couple of days. So, just a quick shout out to Dr. Octashon, Lars Latte, Why They Play, Elo Plays, and Dustin Schwartz. You were the individuals who got me over that hump, so thank you very much for that. Greatly appreciate it, and on to 200. we'll see where this goes. Hello to everybody out there in chat that's hanging out. Appreciate you spending your Wednesday evening with me. Things are going good. I really can't complain. I guess yeah, I really don't know what to say. I guess I'm just, kind of excited. It's been 2 months since I've been at the stream game here, and I've done quite a bit in the last 60 days, and it's been really exciting. It's been great to share some of the classic and retro games that I grew up with you all, as well as some, modern hits. And who knows what's to come? We'll see what happens. I still plan on doing some tabletop content here. I just need to figure out where to fit it in my schedule and actually set it up, because it takes a little bit more logistics to set up the space, set up the camera boom, and all that. But once again, just a quick thank you to you all, and I'm glad you're all here. So tonight I'm going to do a couple of one-offs. As I said, I'm going to be playing Fantasy Zone, but it's not just going to be that. I have a modded PS2, so I'm going to be playing on original hardware tonight. And I have the Japanese Sega Ages collection of Fantasy Zone, which is every game that's been released for that series, and I'll fit in as much of them as I can. Oh, you like us. Yes, especially you, Abby. I like you all so much. I mean, you've been here from the beginning. You're probably my biggest supporter and my better half, and I'm saying this publicly, and you're probably going to be crap for it later, but you know what? I don't care. You're awesome. I appreciate the support. You're, always here, always supportive, and I appreciate that. I don't know if Carrie's hanging out in the chat, but, she mods when she can, so also thank you to her. And yeah, that's basically it. So let me go ahead and swap over to the game, and we'll go ahead and get this started. All right. I have no idea what point I left this game at, because I was testing a bunch of things earlier. So had to make sure that. First of all, I'm using an analog capture card, so I had to make sure that was, working and jiving with OBS, because it's the first time I've used original hardware, so I wanted to make sure nothing was going to be, lost in the translation. But everything seems to be working, and we'll go ahead and kick this off. So with this collection, as I said, it's every single Fantasy Zone game, every single spin-off game that's been in the series, as well as the systems they've been on. So they have the arcade versions of Fantasy Zone, which I'll primarily be playing those with a couple of exceptions. When I get to Fantasy Zone 2, I'll make that clear. But as far as Fantasy Zone 1, I am going to be playing the arcade version. There is the Master System and Sega Mark III versions, but I'm kind of not going to touch those. Also, since I am just trying to get through these games, they do have built-in rapid fire. I am going to cheat a little bit and use it, so go ahead and feel free to call me on it, but I've said it from the beginning. I'm going to use it. Oh, you clipped it. Of course you clipped me saying I really like you, so now there's absolute proof that I like you. It's on the internet, and now it's forever. Alright, so with Fantasy Zone, the game is pretty straightforward. There's 8 levels, and in each of the levels there's enemy bases. You destroy them all, boss shows up, rinse and repeat 8 times, and that's pretty much the end of the game. There is a story to the game where basically the ship is sentient. Its name is Opa Opa, and basically all these like enemy forces have invaded the Fantasy Zone, and he's trying to figure out who's behind it. So yeah, it's a very simple story, very simple gameplay. It's pretty easy among shoot 'em ups. It's not as hard as most shoot 'em ups of the late 80s and 90s, like your R-Type, Gradius, which are a hell of a lot harder. But there are definitely no shortage of bullet hell moments as you get in this game later on. So once I get to like the 4th and 5th level, where they kind of ramp up the difficulty a little bit, that's where I'll be ducking and dodging and probably losing most of my lives. But I will say having the the rapid fire does make things a little bit easier. Hey, what's up, Mark? Yeah, I guess you could call me a hacker, but you know what? They built this rapid fire into the game, so it's not necessarily cheating. I didn't have to turn it on. It's natively there. So if it's there, I'm gonna use it. Exactly, it's not cheating if it's there. If it wasn't there, it would totally be cheating. Sounds suspicious. Oh my goodness, come on. I mean, cut me a little bit of slack here. I'm just merely trying to get through as many of these games as possible and trying to face the least amount of game over screens that I can. So, you know, considering I'm trying to probably fit in like 6 to 7 games within the 2-hour period that I have. Because heaven forbid I miss Masked Singer, and you don't want that to happen. And I definitely don't want that to happen, considering it's starting to get down to the wire here. So the quicker I can get through things, the better off we'll be. Dead. All right, and these bosses definitely get more interesting as it goes on. Like, I don't know what they were thinking. Like, especially this one, without having rapid fire, like, you need some crazy finger speed to get the get those internal orbs, which is the boss's weak point here. Okay, I was not getting through that. So, as I said, the bullet hell definitely ramps up as the game goes on. And also, that's what I get for not using rapid fire. Otherwise, I probably would have finished this fight and not have to worry about hitting bullets. That was crap. That was complete crap. Anyway. You can use your finger speed to hit my... Wow. Really, Abby? See, I'm trying to pay attention to chat, and now I'm just completely blowing this out of my behind. Hey, we don't know games. Welcome in. Yes, playing a little bit of Fantasy Zone and trying not to completely fail at it. As I said from the beginning, I am playing on the Sega Ages Final Fantasy Fantasy Zone Collection, which has rapid fire built in. So, yes, I am bending the rules just a little bit. Hey, and Fox, welcome to you too. Thank you very much for the bits. I appreciate those. And thank you for the congrats on hitting 100. Oh, and we don't know games as well. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Oh, dang it! I ran out of time in the shop. So one thing I hated about the arcade version of this game, they kept the shop on a timer, and they only give you like 10 seconds. So if you didn't get what you want and get the hell out, you were pretty much SOL. And that was my last life. But don't worry, we can continue on. Had I actually paid attention during the second boss there, I probably would still have all 4 of my lives. No, you're not distracting me. Not at all. I will never blame my terrible gameplay on my viewers. At the end of the day, I'm controlling the game, so if I'm completely blowing it out of my ass, it's my own damn fault. Unless it's Abby, then I'll blame it on her. Like, see, that was Abby's fault. I'm probably going to get smacked for that later, but worth it. All right. So already on the 3rd level, and they've kind of already turned up the bullet hell ever so slightly. And it's like at this point, if you don't pay attention, like that, you just get hit by a random bullet, and sometimes you don't even know where it comes from. Am I doing anything special today to celebrate? No, I have not unlocked my next emote slot yet. I am 2 sub points away, so if I get 2 tier 1s or, you know, any other tier, it'll happen. If it happens tonight, great. If not, I mean, I'm in no rush, but I would definitely love to get a definitely get another emote up there for everybody to use. And I completely squandered my time in that last shop, so here I am using small wings in the twin shot. Hopefully the boss does not completely wreck me. But this one's pretty easy. You pretty much take it out with bombs and avoid the lasers. This would be a lot easier if I had twin bombs. Aw, thank you so much for that, Fox. You didn't have to do that. Thank you for gifting that subscription to Carrie. And good to know that she didn't renew her subscription. Although that might be her sub account now that I'm thinking about it. But you know what? Hey, I'll take it. A subscription is a subscription at this point. So thank you very much for that. Also, just out of curiosity, did that sound alert actually come through on stream? Because I'm not sure if it did. Uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Well, there's 25. Abby with another gift sub. Let's see. I don't think it did. You know what? Let me check OBS, because for some reason, I don't know why, my sound alerts are not coming through on stream, and they definitely should be. Hey, Kev Meeple, welcome in. I'm going to go ahead and set this on my intermission screen real quick. So I will be right back. And holy crap, we've already got a hype train. Good Lord, you guys are awesome. But I will be right back while I check on these alerts. All right, we are back. Hopefully the alerts are fixed. If not, then I'll just have to deal with that at some other point. And of course, not paying attention as soon as I get in. Too funny. All right, so let me... Yes, thank you for the welcome back.
Prepare to be disappointed.
Aw, oh, really? An impromptu dad joke right in the middle of a boss? Dang it. Alright, I will get to that as soon as this boss is done. Because I want to get it beat first. Because knowing me, I'll pause it, I'll tell a dad joke, and then I'll get, like, hit in the face with a laser. And that'll be just no bueno. Alright, come on, come on. There we go. Die, you laser! There we go. Alright. Alright, dad joke time. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got in the bag of tricks today? Oh. Oh, I got one for you, Abby. And this is going to be a good one. And this is just for you. Do you know that February can march? I mean, it can't, but April may. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, and I've got to put on the Kigurumi. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put on the Kigurumi. Let's see. Oh, good, you finally got that joke. You know what? That's revenge for making me be subject to your Twitter post that you do every single year about 2 or 3 weeks before April's over. The same Justin Timberlake meme. So you know what? That dad joke was just for you. And I know it's going to come every single year until the end of time. But you know what? Consistency is a good thing, I guess. All right. Let me try and put this thing on as quickly as possible. All right. Almost there. All right. All right, Fox, thank you for the redemption. So, I must wear the Luna Kigurumi for the rest of the stream. Yes, at least there's a costume for the 100th follower stream. So, I guess this is how I will celebrate. All right. So, fortunately, this fourth level is pretty easy. They put all of the enemy bases basically on the floor, so as long as you don't walk too fast, you pretty much just... Well, don't do that. Pretty much just stand near them, fire your weapon, and go to town. You know, I think I know what it is. I'm just, I'm getting the pressure of playing live, letting it get to me, and that's probably what it is. Alright, I don't know what the heck that was that killed me. There should not have been any bullets on the floor. So, I'm going to chalk that up to a really cheap death. Alright. Moving right along. Just trying to pay attention, making sure no bullets really get to me. Just being extra vigilant now. Because I don't need any more unnecessary deaths. Alright, there we go. So that's the last enemy base. Now let's go ahead and get the boss spawned. This one's really interesting. Like, you pretty much just have to hit all the arms and turn them orange, all while avoiding the hell of bullets that it throws at you. And sometimes you just get into really tight spots, like that one, that make it really hard to actually aim and hit the arms at the same time. But I shall do my best. Pretty much not staying in one spot definitely helps. But when the arms don't go the way I need it to, kind of like now. Ah, crap. I got completely hosed on that one. Alright, let me try and go for the joints first, because that was the hardest part that I was trying to go for. And then the extremities will be a little bit easier to get to. There we go. Almost got it. One more joint. Come on. There we go. All right. Whew, that was difficult. Now, this 5th stage is probably the bane of my existence, because the boss at the end of this level is really, really not forgiving when it comes to dodging bullets. And you'll see why once I get there. But it is for sure my least favorite. Although probably the coolest looking also. Let's see, am I going to get another shot before the boss, or am I going to have to just go with twin guns? Nope, got another one. Which is a good thing, because 7-way shot will definitely make things easier. Oh, come on. Once again, not paying attention to bullets on the screen. But so be it. This is why there's infinite continues. Although, I do need to stop dying because all of my weaponry is getting way more expensive than it needs to be. Alright, took care of all the enemy bases. Now we should get the boss to spawn. Which the boss is just a bunch of snowmen that just fire bullet hell at you. But having that 7-way shot makes it a piece of cake. Rapid fire or not. Alright, so this next stage, the boss gets a little bit more interesting. It's not necessarily dodging bullets, it's dodging the boss itself. Let's see, let's go ahead and grab a laser. That should make things a little bit easier. Oh, man, too much. You know, maybe I should have kept that 7-way shot. And I think I'm going to, even though it's getting really expensive at this point. So, as I said at the beginning, as the levels go on, like, they just throw more and more enemies that just do nothing but shoot at you. So you really have to pay attention to all of the bullets on screen. And if you move too fast, you just pretty much get torn apart by them. Alright, so let me see if I can get to... There we go. Just had to get to the middle part of the level. Find these last couple of enemy bases. And of course not get shot while doing it. So yeah, this boss is interesting. Basically, it's on a timer, so you kind of have to stay in between its arms and just go with the pattern. But as it goes on, the arms will get faster, so if you don't kill it in time, it'll pretty much just outrun your engine. And the fact that I'm using a jet engine right now means I need to creep ever so much. And already it's started to speed up. So now at this point it's just a race against time. Whether I've hit the eye enough or if the arms are just going to outrun me. Unfortunately, we got it. Alright, so this is the next to last level, which, in my opinion, has the best music in the game. Figure buy an extra life, because I'm probably going to need it. And then I definitely want to collect as much money as possible, because in the last level, You definitely need every last bit of gold that you can get, because that's where things get uber difficult. Alright. Guess I'm going to stick with the 7-way shot. And then I don't want to buy too much more, because as I said, I definitely need to hold on to my money. And also try and not get killed while trying to go for it. Because that in itself is sometimes a death trap. Now this boss is fun. It basically tries to crush you, and as it goes on, it just gets faster and faster. Just like the 6th boss, to the point where if you take too long, it's just going to move faster than your engines can move you. So beating this thing quickly is the key. And there we go. Alright, so for the last level, they'll give one more opportunity for the shop. Which, in this case, I don't know if I want to buy an extra life. I don't think I do. And I don't necessarily want to buy a gun yet, so I think we're just going to go as is. And here we go. The last level is a boss gauntlet. So the first 7 bosses back to back to back. And they're actually harder. So some of them will shoot faster. Some of them will have different attack patterns. And also, you're not forced forward facing. So whenever you move back, you actually have to turn yourself back to the opposite direction. So they just ramp up the difficulty ever so slightly. Which is a minor pain. But no big deal. So one down and 6 more to go. So with this boss, basically all it does, the bullets from the top fall faster. So you pretty much have to keep an eye out of where your openings are. And if you don't, you pretty much just get crushed like that. That's okay, though. I did not want to buy a 7-way shot this early, but I may as well. Just for expediency's sake. And this should go rather quickly. There we go. Yeah, balls to the wall for sure. Alright, and then with this 3rd boss, the lasers fire a heck of a lot faster. As you can see. Now I gotta time it right so I can get to the top and finish it off with bombs. There we go. The 4th boss is pretty much the same. I don't think they changed anything up on it. The arms might move a bit faster. Maybe that's the only thing they change on it. Oh, the bullets are bigger. That's what it is. So basically it makes dodging its bullet hell that much harder. Alright, I think we just about got it. Need 2 more joints. 1 more joint. There we go. And I know the snowmen throw a heck of a lot more balls out. Maybe not so much with the smaller ones, but for sure on the bigger snowmen, I think they will. Dang it. That's okay, though. Because at least it'll give me an opportunity to buy another gun. And then perhaps a cheap life. And then try not to get completely wrecked. Ah! Damn it, damn it, damn it. Got me cornered with those bullets. That was not cool. And it's usually the snowman boss that gives me the most problems, even in the regular game. I'm gonna wind up wasting all my money here. Because now I can't even afford the 7-way shot anymore. So now I have to resort to the wide shot. Which, not as good of a weapon, but still pretty powerful. Oh, come on. Whenever I think I dodge a bullet in time, it just manages to sneak through. Ever so slightly. Come on. Ah, and I couldn't get away from it. I really hope this isn't where I'm going to wind up hitting the wall. Because I'm definitely going to need some firepower for the actual final boss in this game. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, good. Got the snowman down. Now I need to worry about the iBoss. Which the only difference with the iBoss is its speed increment goes a lot faster. And even trying to move oh, and I hit no. Son of a gun. I did not mean to hit no there. All right. Yeah, Frosty is definitely ruthless. All right, well, looks like I won't be finishing Fantasy Zone. So I'm going to go ahead and change over to Fantasy Zone 2. But first, I'm going to do the original version of it because with this collection, what they wound up doing is they put on the original Fantasy Zone games on it, which, if I remember, the story is 10 years after the original. And they kind of threw in this new mechanic where it has multiple parts to the level that you actually have to, like, warp to. And if I remember, shops also are not automatic. You kind of have to find them on the map. And I'm pretty sure the shop is hidden behind one of these enemy bases. So pretty much just got to destroy them all, find the shop, and get some upgrades. Alright, so I found the boss warp point. Let me see. I think there might be a third part to this level. Yep, there is. Because it won't even let you use the boss warp point until you actually destroy everything. The shops are also smaller. Like, in each level, basically, it gives you a limited amount of stuff to buy. So, we'll go with the bomb and wing upgrades there. And should be good with that. Alright, I think I just about have all these enemy bases down. Which means we can warp to the boss once I find the right warp point. Let's see, is it here? There it is. So this one's super fun. Basically, you just shoot at the boss, dodge all the logs, and don't die. And of course, get as much money as I possibly can for subsequent levels. Because we definitely want bigger and better weapons. Although having the rapid-fire twin shot is definitely not a bad thing. Let's see, I think I got everything there. So off to the next part of the level, which that is a tight spot to put me in. Right in between two enemy bases. Alright, and there's the shop, so let's go ahead and go in there. Hopefully get an engine upgrade. guess we'll go with the normal engine. We'll do twin bombs. And why not? We'll take an extra life. Because extra lives are definitely worth it. As long as you don't lose them right away. Alright, so that's everything there. Now I need to find the third part. Here we go. And that's basically it with this game. Just, 3 parts to the level, destroy all the enemy bases, find the boss warp point, and go on. I will say, though, the console versions of Fantasy Zone are a little bit easier than their arcade counterparts. Alright, so with this boss, you basically just destroy all of the sections of his body and then go on to win. I have a feeling I'm probably going to race through this one rather quickly. Hopefully in the next shop I'll have an opportunity to buy another extra life, because that would be nice. Alright, so we've already got our boss warp point. Definitely trying to watch all my directions so I don't get... Ah! And I couldn't hit a single enemy to make a hole. Oh, hello, Duchess! Appreciate the raid. Welcome in. Hello, everybody and raiders. I already finished playing through Fantasy Zone 1. Now I've moved on to Fantasy Zone 2, which I'm playing quite horribly, but trying my best. Congrats on hitting 100 followers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It has definitely been a wild ride these last 2 months streaming and getting to 100 followers. So I'm hoping the momentum and the success continues. I have fun doing it, and I have fun putting on a show for all of you. So thank you all for watching, and again, appreciate the raid. Alright, so I'm going to try this version one more time before I switch over to the arcade remake of this that they did. And you can definitely tell the difference that they tried to make it a little bit more entertaining and not as monotonous. Whereas, you just have one screen, go to a warp point, do the same thing again. They basically put in incentive to going to the different parts of the level. And it'd be a bit spoilerish if I say why. So I'll wait till I go to that version of the game to explain kind of what they did with Fantasy Zone 2. Let's see, where the heck is the shop? I need a better engine. There we go, there's the shop. Alright, so I think we'll go with a normal engine. And you know what? Oh, I can't even afford the big bomb, so won't buy that. And let's go to the boss. They spawn those logs just a little bit differently than the last time. But still pretty much the same. Alright, now on to the second level. Let's hope... I guess I'm doing a little bit better this time now that I'm kind of paying attention. As I always say, these old retro games is just all about the pattern, and if you can kind of anticipate it and remember it, you won't lose as many lives. And always that same spot right in between those two bases there. They could not have put that in a worse spot. Alrighty. So, got an extra life, so that'll come in handy, hopefully. Trying to move through this level as quickly as possible, considering we've already seen it. There we go. There's the next part. Get through these as quickly as I can. There we go, and that should be the last one. There we go. Take out the boss real quick. Definitely one of the easier bosses with only have to avoiding those hammers and not necessarily bullet hell with it. Alright, so let me try and not get shot. And actually try and move on to the 4th level. Ooh, that was a little too close for comfort. Alright, I think I got everything on that screen. On to the next. Alright, so there's our boss warp point. So we'll have to remember where that is. Ah! That was a little too close. Oh, come on. You should have been shot down. And I think I warped to the wrong point. Let's see, this should be the right one here. There we go. Alright, let's go take a stop in the shop real quick, see what we've got. I think I'm okay with the normal engine. Actually, I don't think there's really much I want to buy here. Alright, so avoid all the smaller enemies. Oh, those creeped up right on me. I knew that was too good to be true. So I guess we will be spending some money at the shop after all. I think I'll settle for the big wings, and we'll go with the big bomb this time. As much as I do like the twin bombs, the big bomb just has a little bit more firepower. And this should be the last base right there. Now I just need to find the boss room, which was not on this screen. I think it was on the bottom one. There it is. Oh, there's still one enemy base alive somewhere. Apparently I did not get them all. So it's probably on this top one. Wow, it's not here either. Okay. Where could I... Oh! There was a screen I just completely missed. Alright. No big deal. We'll just try and make quick work of these. A lot of these enemies getting just a little too close for comfort. Alright, where is the boss room? I think if we go down this way, there it is. Alright, apparently still missing some enemies. Where could they be? And there they are. Alright, so I guess this, I'm guessing this level had, 5 offshoots. I thought it was always 3, but I guess not. And just got hit by a bullet right there. How did I miss that? And that. Alright, maybe this is where I lose all my lives. I sure hope not. I'd love to get to another boss. Oh, I didn't want to go through there. So I know I still have 1 or 2 more enemy bases to do. And I think that was the last one. So now I got to see if I can try and find the shop. Or you know what? Forget the shop. Let's just go for the boss. So this boss is just a giant block of ice. And you just pretty much have to avoid it. That's kind of hard to do without a upgraded engine. Alright, so anyway, I mean, that's not really the version of Fantasy Zone 2 I wanted to play anyway. It's much better in the arcade version. Because they kind of expanded on the story. And as I said, gave you incentive to actually go through the portals. So for this first level, I'm actually going to do it twice just to show you what I mean. So what they did, they kind of got rid of the whole branching paths, and they put everything on one screen, with the exception that every level now has a light side and a dark side. And the reason for that is you could change the difficulty of the game on the fly. So if you beat all of the levels on the light side, you actually get the bad ending of the game. But if you beat them all on the dark side, then you get the good ending. And the difficulty between the two is very, very noticeable. Alright, so all the enemy bases are down. Now I just gotta make sure the enemies are gone. So they kind of kept the same motif with this first boss with the logs, except now they just fly all around the screen in different patterns. And instead of the entirety of the boss being the weak spot, now you just have to go for the nose. Oh, hello, Amanda Panda. I am glad to see you lurking. I am glad you stopped by. Thank you for the compliment on my onesie. Somebody redeemed enough channel points that I've got to wear it for the stream, so here it is. But I don't mind. It's warm, it's comfy, and I would not have made it a redemption if I did not love it. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and reset the game here. And then I'm going to do the first level again, except I'm going to do it on the dark side and show the difference. And it is definitely a noticeable difference. Bullets shoot a little bit faster. There's different and much stronger enemies. And that's basically it. It ramps up the challenge and definitely makes you earn the better ending to this game. So it starts off on the light side, just as is, and then you find a portal to the dark side and take it. And as you can see, now there's a new kind of enemy that just shoots random lasers. And the bullets are a little bit bigger. The enemies move ever so slightly faster. However, they definitely compensate for being on the dark side. All of the money drops are doubled. So it's like the game definitely wants you to go in with enough firepower, because you're definitely going to need to buy it. Alright, there's one more enemy base still up, so I need to fly over to that. There it is. Alright, now all the enemies are taken... Whoa! The enemies were not taken down. Alright, so now you notice it's the same boss, but the log pattern is ramped up to like 20. It moves super fast. And if you're not paying attention, one will just smack right into you. Yeah, this is ridiculous. All the while trying to get the right positioning to shoot the nose. Ah! Come on now. Whew, that was close. A lot of ducking and dodging, but that's the that's the allure of the dark side. Just up the challenge and hope for the best. So fortunately, you don't have to finish all the levels on the dark side. You merely have to just activate the boss on the dark side for it to count as a dark side finish. So you can jump back and forth between the light side, because that's the only way you're actually getting the shot. Alright, so I'm going to upgrade to a twin big shot. We'll keep the jet engine. Go ahead and buy an extra life. And I think I'm good with that. Alright, now I just need to find a dark side portal and go back. Because I am going to try my best to finish this game on the dark side. I'm probably going to regret that decision, but I think the boss music and the bosses themselves are a heck of a lot cooler on the dark side. So once again, you see it's the same kind of boss, except they super ramp up the difficulty. They make all of the sections fire lasers now. So it makes it that much hard to hit the sections, as well as the boss throwing its signature hammers from the first game. Now, trying to watch the timing of all these laser firings is the hardest part of this boss. Also, the nice thing, they at least give you the option to buy engine upgrades when you die during the boss, so you're not, in a complete pickle trying to deal with having just small wings and having no mobility whatsoever. Oh, come on. Get down here. Alright, got one section down. And the thing is, as you destroy more sections of the boss, it moves faster up and down. So, you really need to be on your A game. One more section to go, come on. There we go, got it. I actually finished that by the skin of my teeth, let me tell you. Whew, alright. So let's go ahead and take out a few enemy bases here. Take advantage of the increased money drops. And then get back to the light side and get us a shop. And there is the light side portal, so let's go ahead and take that. And the shop should spawn right away, there it is. Alright, so get twin bombs back. Go ahead and buy that life we lost. Oh, you know what? I should have bought twin big bombs. I didn't see that those were in the shop now. I think I'll buy the three-way shot. That might come in handy for a little bit. Not as handy as the original seven-way shot, but still not terrible. Ooh, that was almost bad. Alright, I think I've gotten all of the enemy bases down. Alright, so now with the ice block, it moves even faster. Except now there's a gimmick to it. It will separate into snowflakes, and it has an eye you have to shoot down. So that's how they made this boss even harder. So increase its speed and give it a pinch mode. Oh, go away, go away, go away, go away! Come on, reform already. There we go. There we go. Now that we got the eye back, get some decent shots on it. Hopefully take it out. Right here. There we go. Whew. Definitely one of the easier of the dark side bosses. Alright, now let's find us a light side portal and buy us a better gun. Alright, so definitely going to buy the twin big bombs. I think the three-way shot was okay for us there, so we'll go ahead and pick that up again. Don't necessarily think I need a free life, so we'll hold off on buying that. And then I think just for a little bit of ease, I'm going to try and take out most of the enemy bases on the light side. That way I'm not worrying too much about trying not to die. Let's see. I'm going to go with the twin big shot just to finish off the rest of these bases. Alright, and there's my dark side portal, so we'll go ahead and take it. And there should be one left, which is right there. Take the rest of the enemies off the... Ooh! That's right, I forgot there's secret shops on the dark side. But nothing I really want to buy. You know what? I am definitely going to buy the three-way shot. Only because I know the boss is coming up. So it could not hurt having a little bit extra firepower. Oh, you know what? I did not need the firepower. Because that's right, I have to basically bomb it in between its shields. Also, while avoiding these fire-like depth charges, which are a super pain in the butt to avoid. Also, while trying to avoid these spinning arms. Whew. Which are starting to go a lot faster. Ugh. Hey, no worries, Carrie. I hope you feel better. Glad you got to make it. But no big deal. Glad you're here. All right, this might actually be the boss that winds up taking me down. I sure as heck hope not, but I am going to try my best. Really what it is, I need to pay attention to the depth charges. Much like that one.
Ne, senpai?
Yes, I do notice you. I see you there. I hope you feel much, much better. Alright, come on, arm. Go away. You know, I think I'm gonna try avoiding circling the arms so much and just try and kind of pay attention to where the depth charges go. Which I tried to do there unsuccessfully. Alright, we're going to go with big wings. Maybe moving too fast is kind of being the bane of my existence on this fight. As much as I would love to try and get the good ending on this game, I'm definitely not going to try and push myself to get it. Although I am on my last life here. I may just have to settle for finishing all of this on the light side. Oh, that's a tight spot. Wow. Alright, definitely trying to pay attention where these depth charges go. Be nice if you could shoot them down, but that would be way too easy. Oh, damn it! I could not squeeze through there. Alright, so we'll give this one more go, except we're going to stay purely on the light side. But I think you've definitely seen enough of a difference that they basically, as I said, gave incentive to go through the portals rather than making it mandatory. It also kind of got rid of a lot of the monotony. It's like they took the best of the first game and meshed it with this. And I think created overall a much, much better sequel. Alright, staying away from the dark side portals. You're purely going to stay in the light. Because we want to play on easy mode. There we go. Alright, come on, boss. You should spawn at this point. Everything's dead. There it is. Alright. Oh, I chose poorly on that path. I should not have tried to shoot the gap. Alright, so let me try and stay somewhat towards the center this time. There we go. Much, much better gap to deal with. I mean, it's a shame that the money is less, but at least I'll be able to play more of the game. Playing it on the light side. Alright, let's see. Don't have twin big bombs yet, so we'll just settle for the normal bombs, and we'll buy us a three-way shot. That should be okay. Another mechanic they did that they kept over from the second game, you could actually get hit by 2 bullets. In the original game, there was actually a power meter that you could keep track of on the top of the screen, which showed how many shots you had taken. They kind of did it differently with this game, whereas you can take a bullet shot as long as you're holding a secondary weapon, and if you were, and you get hit, all you do is lose the secondary weapon instead of getting killed, which I thought was a, much better penalty. Alright, so as you can see, the big difference is already huge with the second boss. It does not fire nearly as fast. It also does not throw hammers at you. So pretty much as long as you avoid the laser shots, this boss is a piece of cake. Alright, on to the third level. Let's go ahead and buy us some more firepower. Switch over to the twin big bombs. And I think I'll be okay with just a twin big shot this time. Should be enough. Although I'm thinking I probably should have bought a jet engine, because I probably do need the slight increase of speed at this point. But I think I should be okay for one more level. Oh, good. Just in time with a shop. Good. Now I can upgrade. Don't think I'm going to go with a gun this time. I think I should be okay with just bombs and the twin shot for the boss. Also, having the twin big bombs is much, much better. So just like before, it still splits into snowflakes, but there's less of them. And it's easy as long as you don't get cornered like that. And here I thought this was going to be easy. Apparently not. Alright, so let me try and not get cornered again. And of course I lost my big bombs. And since there's less snowflakes, it makes it easier to go for the eye. Oh, let me get on the other side of it, because that was going to corner me. There we go. Pick up my pittance of a reward. Alright, so I've still got the jet engine. Get some twin big bombs. Buy my life. Actually, no, let's buy 2 lives. And then we'll go with a 3-way shot here. And that should be just enough to get through the level. All while trying to avoid getting hit by bullets. Oh, and I got hit by one because I just lost my 3-way shot. Up, and there's the shop in perfect timing. We'll go with twin big shot, since most of the enemy bases, I think, are taken out. Oh, I missed one back here. Where are you? Is it low? There it is. I definitely do not want to miss any enemy bases. Oh, lost my twin big shot, but that's okay. At least I was able to take out the final base. Just got to get rid of these stragglers. So yeah, the boss is a heck of a lot easier now because all of its shields, instead of being positioned at the cardinal directions, are now on the diagonals. So it makes it so much easier to hit its body. And also the fire charges don't come nearly as fast, and they're a lot easier to deal with. Alright, now, I don't quite remember what the boss in this stage was. But we'll find out on the fly. Once I see it, I'll remember what it does. Because, truth be told, I played Fantasy Zone 1 a lot more than Fantasy Zone 2, and even less of this remake. Because I knew about this collection in 2009 when it had come out, and I had actually bought this game when I was in Iraq. And funny story, it's actually I needed some form of entertainment when I wasn't working. So the PlayStation 2 that I'm actually playing this Japanese game on is the same PS2 that I brought home with me from Iraq. So it's 11 years old and still running strong. So, surprisingly so. Oh, that's right. It's this guy. So it separates in different parts, and you basically have to shoot them all down. Pretty easy and straightforward boss. Just, avoid the bullets. There we go. Found its weak point. And that's basically how this boss goes. You shoot all of its sections, find the weak point, and then fire away at it. And of course, the more sections you shoot, it obviously makes it a lot easier to dodge. Oh, there we go. There's the weak point there. And that's the end of the boss. The dark mode version of that boss is basically just bigger bullets and less time to shoot the weak spot. Alright, shopping. Perfect timing. You know, I'm really liking this twin big shot. I think I'm definitely gonna hold on to it. And of course, an insurance life never hurts. So we'll definitely buy and keep that. Oop, there is way too much on the screen. Need to clear out some garbage. Oop, don't want to accidentally go into the dark side portal. Because that would be bad news at this point. Going into the dark side in level 5, I would probably be eaten for lunch. Alright, let's see. There we go. 3 more bases to go. And of course the enemy bases have a lot more life now, so they take a lot more shots to kill. Ooh, I got ambushed right there. That was disappointing. But at least I made it to the boss, and I can at least refresh my engine. Oh, that's right. This boss. So this one's really interesting. Basically, you have to watch for the parts of it that close, and then when it does close, you have to shoot out the sections. All while avoiding cannons that pop up on the destroyed sections. So, kind of makes this a miniature gauntlet almost. The dark side of this boss, basically all of the sections that get destroyed have a mini cannon, whereas here on the light side, they only pop up in certain spots. Alright, come on. Where are you going to close on me? There we go. Ah! Man, they are definitely keeping me on my toes here. Oh, not right there, not there. There we go. Alright, one more section to go. Now I just pretty much need to avoid bullets. There we go. Ooh, that was getting just ever so hairy. Alright. Stage 7. So I've already got the jet engine. Ooh, no big bombs, so I guess I'll have to go with triple bombs. And good, they finally have the 7-way shot in the shop. Because that is what I want at this point. 7-way shot is definitely my hero. Oh no, I went into the dark side. Oh, now I gotta find a portal back. Whew, there we go. I am not ready for that level of difficulty. I need to play this game a heck of a lot more before I'm ready to do a dark side run, because you saw how far I made it the first time. Alright. Almost got these enemy bases down. There's one more to go as soon as I find it. There it is. Alright, and I don't remember necessarily what this boss does. Oh, you know what? I do remember. I'm pretty sure that the... Oh no, did I... Oh, I equipped my small wings. Why did I do that? So basically, I need to shoot all of the black bullets that come out, change them to white, and then that's actually what damages the boss. And this one is actually a real pain. Dark Side's even worse because it just spawns more bullets. Ay, 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 ay. And I don't think this game actually has a continue option. Nope, it definitely does not. All right, so moving right along. So I got about 25 minutes left. So what I'm going to do is I am going to switch over to the next game in the series. So this one is kind of unofficially Fantasy Zone 3, although it's not actually called that. So Japan and Europe actually had an exclusive release on Sega Genesis, and this is Super Fantasy Zone. It's not Fantasy Zone 3 per se, at least not in the way canon-wise, but it's still a pretty fun game, and actually my most favorite in the series. So we'll go ahead and play this for a bit. It definitely looks and has the feel of Fantasy Zone 1, but I think they changed up just enough to kind of make it its own game. They threw in a couple of mechanics, like some levels you actually need to worry about buying rubber boots, a shield, and having lights for like a cave. But other than that, it's still straightforward, bullet hell action. But again, I think my favorite in the series. I don't know why though. I mean, maybe because it kind of does have that, like, exclusivity, like it wasn't, released here in this country. So it's, something a lot of people haven't seen or played. That could be it. I don't know. The music in this game is definitely a lot more, I guess, upbeat and a little bit more happy. So this first boss basically just teleports around back and forth, shoots out this bullet mine, and then disappears. So you kind of have to be on your toes for where it disappears and reappears. And also avoid that bullet mine, obviously. And there we go. So we'll see how far I get here. Alright, let's see. I think I'm okay with the big wings still. We'll go ahead and buy a 7-way. And I know this game does have, like, special weapons and, like, special bombs. But I don't know, I just never, like, really saw the point in buying and or using them. Just for the simple fact that if you die and don't use them, they go with you. So it's pretty much use them or lose them. And I just never saw the, like, economic value in buying special weapons only to have them disappear when you die. I mean, I guess some Fantasy Zone players will swear by special weapons. I personally don't. That's just me, though. Alright, so this next boss is a little reminiscent of the third boss from the first game, except it has, like, clockwise lasers. And I think it starts shooting from, there we go, the 10 o'clock position. So as long as you get in the right spot, you can pretty much avoid the laser fire. Until it starts doing that. So when it loses enough lasers, it will adjust its position. So you can't really dodge. But as long as you keep an eye on where the lasers are moving, they'll never hit you. Getting them on the underside's a little bit difficult. But as long as they come towards you, you pretty much take them out relatively easily. Alright, so now I gotta get on the other side here, take out these last 3. And also try not to get shot. There we go. Oh, I remember this level. So this level is kind of awesome. If I remember what the boss is, it's like a giant fish, and you have to shoot it in the mouth, all while avoiding fish scales that it shoots at you. I will say the laser beam in this game, I think, just has a bit more power than it does in all of the predecessor games. Because as you can see, it's taking out these enemy bases like it's nobody's business. Alright, there's one left. There you are. Alright, everything gone? Everything is gone. Alright, summon the fish. And so basically, it'll try and suck you in while it shoots scales at you. And then pretty much you just have to avoid the scales and shoot its mouth. However, when it does that gigantic scale attack while sucking you in at the same time, it can kind of be hard to dodge. It makes me miss Fantasy Zone 2 just a little bit with, you know, every time you finish a boss, it gives you that engine shop. So having to fight a boss on small wings is definitely a little nerve-wracking and a little hard. But I think I just about have this boss down. I don't know how many more shades of red it's going to turn. There it is. Whew. That was a little bit too close for comfort. Alright, so this is one of the levels that I was talking about that you don't necessarily have to buy the extra items, but it for sure makes things easier to see, that's for sure. So we're going to go ahead and go with a jet engine, because I think we've kind of outgrown the big wings. And now I need to, even though I do have, you know, an expanded field of view now, still kind of need to be careful, because you can easily run into an enemy or a bullet, and in the dark, the only way you can tell where an enemy base is its center light there. Because that'll be the only thing that shows through the darkness. So now I'm just being careful to not run into any enemies. Fortunately, though, once all the enemy bases are destroyed, the lights will come back on. But completely got hit by a bullet there. But thankfully, get a pre-boss shop. So that will come in handy. I'm not going to rebuy the light, because they're all going to come on again here soon as I destroy this last enemy base. There we go. Now that the lights are on, where is the boss? That's right. So with this boss, pretty much shooting it is out of the question. You pretty much just have to bomb the center portion, all while avoiding the bullets and its swinging arms. And as the boss takes more damage, the arms will swing even wider. So it is definitely some incentive to finish this boss as quickly as you can. There we go. Alright, I want to say this one's going well, but I don't necessarily want to jinx it. Because as soon as I say that, that's where things are going to go south. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick up another laser beam. I think I've gotten enough money, so I'm going to go ahead and buy an insurance life. And I think we're good here. So hopefully take out as many of these enemy bases as we can while I've got the laser beam active. Not sure if I'm going to get another shop. Might be close. Ah, I did not see those cannons on the bottom there. Good thing I bought another life. I should get a shop. There it is. So we'll stay with the jet engine, go ahead and put on the laser beam, grab my twin bombs. Ooh, and extra lives are 50 grand at this point. I think I will hold off from buying an insurance life. I think I will just go for the enemy bases. Spawn the boss as quickly as possible just to get the heck out of Dodge. Alright, so with these, you basically just have to pay attention to the pattern of the boss, and you can only shoot it when its eyes are open. One of the two. So as long as you pay attention to where it is on the screen, that is the entirety of this boss. It doesn't actually speed up or anything, you just pretty much need to pay attention to where each part of it is at any particular moment. Alright, so this is another level where the optional item buy comes in handy. Because if you don't buy the rubber boots, you actually can't stand on the floor of this level, and you would have to take out the enemy bases from above. So being able to walk on this electricity makes this level immensely, immensely easier. The only bad part about being on the floor is those invisible enemies that you saw I tried to pre-kill there. If they swarm on you, pretty much game over. And that's exactly what happened there. And it's getting to the point where I may have to spend 50 grand on another life. And again, I couldn't kill enough of them. So I am definitely going to have to spend that 50,000 if I want to go on. I think I will start buying the wide beam because the laser beam's getting just a little bit expensive. Oh, and how did I not buy a weapon? Or an engine, rather. I did not mean to do that. Oh, man. Oh, there goes my insurance life. So, this is definitely going to be a lot more interesting now. Once again, I couldn't take out the enemies. So that'll be it for that. Alright, so 10 minutes left to go. I have time to show the last title real quick. So let me go ahead and do that. So there was one more Europe, Japan-only release, and it was for the Sega Game Gear. I think this only has 6 levels, Vice 8, but all the levels are super short. Obviously, given the size and graphical capability of the Sega Game Gear, you can see why the game was so much shorter and a lot more condensed. All right, so we're going to go ahead and buy the big wings. I think we'll buy the lasers, and we'll go with the twin bombs. And that should be enough. Ah, dang it. I forgot in this game all of the weapons don't auto-equip. So, I'm still using small wings and a twin shot. That was my own mistake there. But what can you do? Because I don't think another shop is actually going to spawn. So I think I am on my own here. Alright, where is this next base that I'm missing? Come on, there's not a lot of screen space. Unless I got all the enemy bases and... Oh, there it is. Knew there had to be one missing. Another downside to the graphical limitations of the Game Gear is that there's no base meter. So pretty much you just had to scour the level on your own to try and find where all of the enemy bases are. So this first boss is rather easy. You just keep shooting it in the nose, avoid when it shoots it out, and then just, change direction every time it does. This boss is definitely all about timing. It's a relatively easy pattern. Just a matter of getting it down and not getting hit. And there we go. First boss taken care of. And hopefully I grabbed a decent amount of money there. Because I could for sure use a shop run. There it is. Alright, so let me actually buy my upgrades and then actually equip them. Instead of just, wasting my purchase. Why not? We're gonna buy a life too, because why the heck not? Alright, so put on the big wings, put on the twin bomb, change over to the laser. There we go. Now we're in business. Wow. That enemy eyeball came out of nowhere. So, okay then. Apparently, I am not entitled to a faster weapon. Or a better weapon and a faster engine. I have to deal with the basics. That's okay. So be it, right? Just means I need to be ever so vigilant and just make sure I'm paying attention to where stuff is on screen. Alright, come on. There we go. Alright, so let's see. What is the second boss here? So this boss is relatively easy. It just, it shoots missiles. And you pretty much just have to avoid where it goes. Ah, and it cornered me. I have not played Fantasy Zone Gear very much, so most of the boss patterns are actually pretty unfamiliar to me. but I try to remember them as best I can. Alright. Oh, it is swinging way wide. There we go. Alright, got that one down. Alright, so we got ourselves here a snow level. Let's see, what do I want to put on? So we'll get big wings again. I think we'll go with a 5-way shot, twin bombs, and how much is an extra life going to cost me at this point? 20 grand, and I can't even afford it. You know what, we're going to buy a shield too. Why the heck not? Alright, let's change out all of our specials. So with the shield, I can at least take one hit. Really, it's going to be a matter of, can I keep it? I mean, things aren't too hard to dodge in this game. I mean, obviously, I'm, working at Game Gear speed. So the movement of the bullets and the enemies are, a little bit telegraphical. But at the same time, things can sneak up on you. Alright, did I get all the enemy bases? Or am I missing one? I might be missing one. Because I think the boss would have spawned by now. Oh, there it is. It was hiding on me. And I think I ran into it and lost the shield. Sure did. Alright, so what do we got here? Oh, I remember this boss. So this boss is actually kind of cool. Basically, you have to destroy all of the parts of the face. And then, I'm pretty sure that, as the fight goes on, the speed will increase. And of course, the eyebrows are like way above screen, so I can't even shoot them. There we go. And then you pretty much can't touch any part of the face. Oh, and now it's mad at me that I destroyed its pretty face. Alright, sitting on about 3 more minutes, so maybe I can get one more level of this out of the way. Alright, so I've still got the big wings. I think I'll go ahead and put on a laser. Shield's going to cost me 18,000 now. Yeah, not worth it. I think I'll just buy the extra life and call it good. Yeah, raise shields for sure. Although I couldn't afford it, I'd much rather have the extra life. Which I have just wasted. Oh, man. You know what? That was way against my better judgment. Should have just bought the shield. But I didn't. So, there is my lack of judgment getting the better of me. I should have just bought the shield. Alright. Taking out most of these enemy bases now. Hopefully I have got... Ooh, another shop. Alright, so... Big wing. And since I got the reprieve, I will buy the shield. It means I don't get a weapon, but so be it. I think I'm more than okay with the big shot. And considering this is my last life anyway, I may as well go out with a bang, right? Alright, so what boss do we have here? Ooh, I don't remember what this one does. Oh, okay. Just... so just shoots homing bubbles and douses me with water. Fantastic. Alright, so that was super short. Alright, so there are a couple more spin-offs of Fantasy Zone that I'm not going to play, but I will show real quick. There was, let's see, so there was Opa Opa, which was on the Sega Master System. It was Sega's attempt at kind of crossing Pac-Man and Fantasy Zone. So basically it was just like a maze type game where you collect coins, buy weapons, kill enemies, and try and complete a maze. So that's what that one is. And then the final one here is Galactic Protector. It's basically like a tower defense game. So they put Opa Opa around like a planet, and you pretty much just spin around and try and shoot enemies. And yeah, so that's all the games in the Fantasy Zone collection. Pretty much the only one I'm super familiar with is obviously the original Fantasy Zone. Fantasy Zone 2 a bit, because I did play it on Master System, but the arcade remake that they did in 2009 is still quite a challenge even today. All right, so that's going to be it for the stream. Once again, thank you everybody who came by. Thanks for everybody who got me over the top to 100 followers. Thanks to Abby for gifting a sub, as well as to Fox for getting us to 25. And I'll be uploading the next emote here. It'll be up to Twitch when they approve it. Hopefully it'll be quick. And then we'll start the road to 35 to unlock slot 4. So that'll be the next goal. Hopefully I can reach that in a reasonable amount of time. Next stream will be on Friday. It'll be part 3 of Arkham Horror, so tune in for that. In the meantime, appreciate everybody stopping by, hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. It brings me much joy and happiness to share these games with you, hang out with you all, and talk a bit. So let's see. So what I'm going to do, I am going to raid Brambeard Gaming. He and his I forget his partner's name, but it's a duo. They do board game content, but they also do some video games, and they are playing Monster Hunter Rise tonight, which I've gotten into recently. Really super fun game. Go ahead and check Brambeard Gaming out and give them a follow. I checked their channel out earlier and they gave me a shout out, so I'm going to return the favor with a raid. So stick around for that if you want to, and see you on Friday if you come by. Take care.